Bonjour.
Bonjour, spicy. Here's taters.
Taters. Fucking hell.
Hold tight, hold tight. While we're waiting for taters to beam aboard.
Yeah, man.
What's going on with the old? Come on.
Oh, you noticed?
What's going on with the old promotion? Someone.
Yeah, man.
Oh, someone's been a good little boy.
Yeah, I smashed it, man.
I didn't know you could take an apple into teacher if you're.
No, I smashed it, man. I got it the other day, mate. Smashed it. Yeah, it's been in the pipeline for a while, to be honest with you. They keep saying like, what's that?
That's what she said.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they've been saying for a while that I should be going for like management and stuff. So I thought, you know what? I'll go for it. So I do a couple of online courses.
Well, congratulations, Space.
Yeah, and it all came to a point last week. The sergeant got killed, so we had to. I had to step up and.
Isn't it great when that happens? Like you don't wish ill upon anyone. But
it's the silver lining of a bad situation.
Oh, look at Taters all professional. Look, hey,
I can't see him.
Can't you?
Right, I'm back. Right, audio's on. Sorry, boys, that's a complete mess up. Jesus, what a palaver that was.
What a palaver.
Oh, I tell you, when we got this laptop, we were told state of the art stuff. You know.
Yeah, but that was 1993.
Well, actually, no. This one used to belong to Neil Armstrong.
I can't tell where the background starts and his head begins.
There we go. I did that to hide. It was camouflage.
Liz has got in early. He's got in early.
Okay, anyway. So yeah, silver lines, man.
Hang on.
Long story short, I've got the promote. What? Hang on. What?
There you go. Space Lizard.
Here we go.
What's that supposed? That's not me.
He's been.
I've got the crayons out.
Someone's got a new toy. To be fair, look. Oh, look at it.
We've gone. That's the one I want.
You want to be careful. It's back to front as well. That's good.
Yeah. It's not, is it?
Yeah.
It's showing on mine as the right way round.
See, I'm looking.
Guys. Right, let's just stop for a second. We're now appealing to the masses, and this is how we're acting. We've got to be professional. We've got to be more professional here now.
No, to be fair,
it's all kicked off. Major stars in Vietnam.
Oh, Phil, no wonder he's late. Old haters, look, he's been fucking about proper. He's a sneaky little tapers.
Is it seriously backwards on your screen?
Yeah, but what I'm seeing on the screen is
backwards. That's a little bit frustrating.
Hold up your left hand.
My left hand?
Yeah.
Hang on, which one's that? That side.
Right, so yeah, that makes sense. But so the background is flipped.
Oh, see, on my screen, it's actually the right way round. That's a little bit frustrating, like I say.
Oh, should we have a break for half hour then? Let you sort it out.
Oh man, I've got other bits too. I'm in management now, man.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I know you told me about your promotion. So
yeah, man.
Carry on talking about your promotion. Sorry, boys, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I've already spoken about it. I've got to repeat myself again for you. Do you know what I mean?
No, that's fine. I heard it. I heard it in the
looks like the promotion's gone to his little scaly head. I could see all his fins flaring up then.
Yeah, man. But no, it's going good. I mean, first week I've avoided a few disasters, a few things have gone tits up, but yeah, other than that, I've gone all right.
As long as you managed it and executed everyone who was responsible, then that's all right.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's you got to make the best out of bad situations sometimes.
Yes, and indeed, and that leads us on nicely to your pitch for Animal Avengers.
Yeah, man, I've been waiting for this for a while, man. For a while.
So we need to get this out of the way.
Yeah, of course.
I think this is a worthy pitch.
Yeah, I think obviously we came up with it.
In mind, like so before we issue forth your musings.
Yes.
Come on then. Who have you got in mind? Because I know we have discussed this in previous hogCASTs, but
yeah, so we came up with it in hogCAST 2, didn't we?
Around with it, but we haven't got serious with us versus Dismal Minus.
Exactly. So I think the key points is one, we came up with it in hogCAST 2. Since then, we thought, that's a great idea, great for merchandising, great for everything else. And the main difficulty of it was actually dumbing myself down a little bit, because because you got to keep it in tone. You have to keep it in tone with what Dismal Minus are doing at the moment.
Mate,
So
spot on, mate. I can see
yeah,
the promotion, you know, it sharpened you right up, because
exactly. So it's got to fit with the tone. It's got to fit with the continuity of what they've done with the MCU at the moment,
which means nothing.
Exactly. So you can pretty much do what you want. You throw enough things in it, you can do what you want. So the key factors is they like lots of CGI, they like lots of cameos, and it doesn't need to make sense. So I've sort of gone with that. Casting wise, Howard the Duck, Seth Green, I've gone with. So I'm pitching that. Howard the Duck or Seth Green.
Who's Seth Green? Is that the hero out of Austin Powers and Buffy?
Yeah. He already voices him. And then for Lucky the Pizza Dog.
What do you mean he already voices him?
He voiced him in What Ifs and stuff like that, and Guardians. He already voiced him, so I thought just stick with him. So for Lucky the Pizza Dog, I've gone with Joe Pesci. Thick New York accent, eating pizza.
Ridiculous.
Morris, Colin Farrell. Goose, I've gone for Helena Bonham Carter. Anthony, I've gone with Kevin Hart.
Goose is a woman?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Helena Bonham Carter could do quite well with that.
They can do stuff.
They can. Rocket Raccoon, obviously Bradley Cooper. And then Loki and Thor, I thought, do you know what's going to be a bit difficult trying to get Hiddleston and Hemsworth in. So I thought we'll just go for Matt Damon and Luke Hemsworth, because they done the...
yes. Oh, yeah.
I was impressed. Yeah.
That was one of him in not Ragnarok, Love and Thunder, that was funny, but it went on too long, didn't it?
Yeah, and they repeated. Yeah, they just repeated it. It just didn't make sense.
Has this been done before in another film that they may have done? Yeah, it was, but they now
the last one, the fucking last one.
They went on and on. Yeah, it was funny.
But there was no reason to do that in the latest one. But that's a whole nother issue.
It's watching that film is like being in the pub sober when everyone else is having a good time, laughing at the same old joke.
Yeah,
laughing at the same joke. But you're sober and you're thinking, all right, that joke was funny half hour ago, but you're still laughing at it because you're all pissed.
Yep, 100%.
That's my review.
And that's the kind of humour I wanted to go for with this, to be honest with you. And
anyway,
Modoc.
No, you're going to have a problem here. Just permit me, Space Lizard, just to interrupt me for just 1 minute. I do see a problem with one casting choice.
What?
With Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah.
Oh, Bradley. I think he's well backed up he's doing the chase now. And I think he's full time on the chase. So it took a while.
It took a second there, man.
Yeah.
It took a second.
Well, a space lizard second, because I was finding the seconds. I thought, oh, this one ain't working. We're gonna have to edit the fuck out of this.
Oh, fuck you know. So my final casting choice.
I'll go on. Final casting choice, and then pitch ahoy. And we have got to send the message out via all your powerful satellites that you've got orbiting the Earth.
Yeah.
Like keeping an eye out on us all. We've got to send it. We've got to send it right. We've got to hone it in at Dismal Minus, mate.
Yeah, well, I mean, with all your viewers as well that you've got now, we can definitely get it out to the masses.
I'm not talking about it. Yeah, there's a shit.
Yeah, it's good. So final casting choice, bit of a spoiler as well. Modoc, Jack Black.
Yeah, Jack Black can just do a lot though, can't he? He can, not a lot as in a man of Avengers, but I mean,
yeah,
he gets anything he wants to get involved in. He gets it, doesn't he? I don't think he does it unless he doesn't. If he doesn't get it, he doesn't want to know.
Yeah, exactly.
And I ain't going to start going on about Kung Fu Panda just because we're talking about Animal Avengers. It seems apropos, but no, I won't. But yeah, no, awesome Jack Black. Yeah, that's the best. Yeah.
So obviously the story has gone through a lot of work. I've tried to actually structure it like a story because no one seems to do that anymore. What?
Don't know if anyone at Dismal Minus is going to care, but I, for one, appreciate your effort.
Yeah, thank you. So shall we get to it?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Send it down to Earth. Space
in 3, 2, 1, go.
George Tarleton is a technician for the criminal organisation AIM, standing for Advanced Idea Mechanics, which was developed as a sub-organisation of Hydra. Having created a cosmic cube based off of studies from the Tesseract, George undergoes advanced mutagenics to turn himself into a super-intelligent manned mind. George's mind grows, causing his head to enlarge and his body begins to deteriorate. He first uses his problem-solving skills to create clone bodies, which work as batteries to keep him going. However, his body begins rejecting the clones, meaning if he can't figure out a solution, he will die. George's ambitions begin to grow, and when he realises that AIM plan to incarcerate him and conduct experiments, he kills the AIM High Command, taking over the organisation and renames himself to Modoc. Modoc uses his mind and predicts that the world will end and that superheroes such as the Avengers will be the root cause of the issue. Looking for a way not only to stop this from happening, but also to take advantage of the situation for his own global domination, Modoc uses all of the information from AIM's network and discovers information from an undercover AIM operative in Carmitage about America Chavez and her powers of travelling the multiverse. From this information, Modoc extrapolates a 4-step plan. Step 1. Release a virus across the Earth and the galaxy, incapacitating all humanoid and superheroes. The virus will kill you within 48 hours unless you receive an antidote. Modoc will issue this antidote only to those that will serve him in his new world. Step 2. Harvest America Chavez's powers so he can travel the multiverse and find a Modoc that has solved the body issue so he can live. Step 3. Spread the virus through the multiverse so he can steal their resources to his universe, Earth 616, and his universe will then be the superior. Step 4. Rule the world for eternity. Modoc opens up the vault deep within the AIM facility and unleashes the virus in a super sophisticated delivery system that will mean the virus covers the entire Earth within an hour. The virus spreads rapidly as people collapse. We see a montage of Captain America, Bucky, She-Hulk, Hulk, Moon Knight, Spider-Man, Miss Marvel and other superheroes collapse into a coma. Shang-Chi collapses by the entrance to Talal. Morris finds his comatose body, looking concerned. In Las Vegas, the Guardians of the Galaxy are partying. Rocket is trying to make a deal with the corrupt businessman for some mechanic body parts. The deal goes sideways and Rocket fights his way out. Howard the Duck is playing poker when he sees Rocket escaping. Howard uses the distraction as an opportunity to cheat and clear up the table. Suddenly, the virus hits. The Guardians of the Galaxy and everyone else fall into a coma, leaving Howard and Rocket as the only ones left standing. In Carmitage, America Chavez is training with Wong and a group of sorcerers. The virus begins to hit. As they are trying to figure out what is going on, the undercover AIM operative stabs America Chavez in the neck with a syringe taking a sample of her blood. Wong fights off the AIM operative, who then puts on a gas mask and escapes. With the virus drawing in, America Chavez uses her power to transport them to another universe away from the virus. Rocket and Howard try to figure out what is going on. They jump in the Milano and go to the new Avengers HQ, where they find all the Avengers in a coma. Morris flies in looking for answers. Rocket uses a scanning device and sees the virus has taken out the entire human population. He sees the origin of the virus has come from an AIM HQ headquarters site. Howard finds a Stark wrist gauntlet laying around, which shoots laser beams, and also takes Captain America's shield off of Sam Wilson's comatose body. Rocket, Howard and Morris board the Milano and fly towards the AIM headquarters. The AIM operative returns to the main base and provides Modoc with a sample of America Chavez's blood. Modoc is furious the operative allowed America Chavez to escape and kills them with a beam emanating from his forehead. Modoc then begins rapidly experimenting on America Chavez's blood and easily manages to isolate and incorporate her powers into his own multiverse travelling device thing. America Chavez and Wong try and figure out what has happened and a way to rectify it when they are visited by the Watcher. The Watcher explains to them Modoc's 4-step plan. The Watcher explains that the entire multiverse is in danger as Modoc will spread his virus into every universe, taking out all humanoid life and superheroes. This gives Wong an idea. Wong surmises that the virus is only attacking humanoid life forms and that in order to beat Modoc, they must assemble a team of animals to fight back. The Watcher states he has scanned the multiverse and knows who they must get and gives them a list. Modoc has another prediction that with America Chavez still in play, she could span the multiverse and assemble a team that could put his plan in jeopardy. Modoc tests his new multiverse travelling device thing, and it works first time. Using a Modoc tracker, he quickly travels to multiple realities, meeting different Modocs, and finds a Modoc on the verge of creating a superior body. Modoc kills the alternate Modoc and takes his work, returning to our reality and becoming Supreme Modoc. Rocket, Howard and Morris arrive at the AIM headquarters and are instantly attacked. Supreme Modoc arrives and starts to shoot his laser beams, obliterating everything. Rocket is skimmed by a blast. Howard, using the combination of his quack fu, the Stark wristband and Cap's shield, tries to fend them off. They're all but defeated by Modoc when he moves in for the kill. When America Chavez and Wong appear, they tell the animals to go with them and they escape into the multiverse. Modoc follows, leading to an elaborate CGI chase filled with cameos such as the Fantastic Four, the X-Men and Blade through different universes. Eventually, Chavez manages to trick Modoc and makes a U-turn, losing him through realities. The team end up in an alternate Avengers HQ, which has been abandoned but still has a full bar. Howard takes advantage of this and begins drinking excessively as Wong explains the plan of gathering animals from different realities to fight back and not save only their reality but also the entire multiverse. Howard asks for America Chavez to send him to a party world full of drink, drugs and women. She refuses, saying they need him, and once this is done she'll send him wherever he wants. Howard downs his pint and asks her, "Where do we start?" Back on Earth 616, Modoc enacts the next stage of his plan to destroy other universes and take their resources. He also sees this as the only way to take out America Chavez and her team. Modoc retrofits his multiverse travelling device thing so it can access all universes at once and use it to spread his virus across the multiverse. We see a montage of virus spreading, including multiple cameos of superheroes falling, and Easter eggs of a universe where Caesar from Planet of the Apes collapses into a coma, and another where Rey Skywalker collapses. On Earth 2069, Ant-Man is riding Anthony and fighting the Yellow Jacket. Anthony is enlarged during the fight, and suddenly the virus hits. Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket collapse. Anthony looks around when a portal opens, with America Chavez standing there with the team. On Earth 5069, Loki acquires a jewel which has the power of transformation. He finds Thor at a party and attempts to turn Thor into a frog. Thor partially deflects the jewel's beam, which hits Loki, turning Loki into an alligator and Thor into a frog. They continue to fight when the virus hits and all humans around them collapse. A portal opens and America Chavez says that their help is needed. On Earth 3069, Matt Murdock, despite being pressurised, successfully manages to put a member of the Hand behind bars. In this universe, Matt Murdock is not Daredevil. Lucky is Matt Murdock's guide dog. They stop off and grab some pizza and walk home. Suddenly they are attacked by the Hand, which includes the assassin cat Goose. Lucky fights them off, in the process losing his eye whilst fighting Goose. Lucky tries to protect Matt and gets away to safety, but he is mortally wounded, and Matt dies in Lucky's arms. Lucky wakes up from his nightmare. Since Matt's death, he has become homeless. He sleeps outside the pizza house and gets the occasional freebie. Lucky has a vendetta to fulfill, to find the Hand and kill them all. Suddenly, the virus hits his universe and all people start collapsing. America Chavez and the team arrive and tell Lucky that he needs to join them if they're going to fix this. Lucky joins them and leaves. America Chavez then travels to Earth 7069 and picks up Goose. She returns to a nexus point, a reality between realities where the effects of the virus cannot reach. The animals all meet for the first time. Lucky instantly attacks Goose, believing it to be the same Goose from his reality. Alligator Loki and Frog Thor also fight, during which the jewel Loki used to transform them is smashed, meaning they're stuck as animals forever. Howard and Rocket also start arguing, playing a homage to the disputes once had by Tony Stark and Steve Rogers. Anthony and Morris just chill on the sidelines. Wong and America Chavez break them up using magic, and Wong also casts a spell so they can all speak English. Wong explains the severity of the situation and that they need to act now and the clock is ticking. The animals reluctantly agree to work together despite the animosity between them. Back on Earth 616, Modoc starts issuing the antidote to those that to be part of his new civilization. Modoc begins to send teams out into the multiverse to harvest different resources. One team bring back the Mind Infinity Stone, which he places onto his head to become even more powerful. Modoc instantly managed to predict Wong and America Chavez's plan to assemble an animal Avengers and starts to prepare an alternate strain of the virus to kill off the animals. He also sends out teams to get something very, very special for him. Back in the battle, Frog 4 dies, and Rocket and America Chavez are knocked unconscious until it's only Howard remaining. Anthony, with his last bit of strength, sets off a smoke bomb and flies out of the lab. Anthony sees Howard on the battlefield and crashes down. In his dying breath, Anthony gives Howard the last 2 pin particles. Anthony also dies. Alligator Loki watches on from the shadows and sees Howard with the pin particles. Realising this may be the only way to escape, Alligator Loki attacks Howard for the particles. Modoc releases the animal variant, laughing. Howard kicks Alligator Loki back. The pin particles go flying into the air. The virus hits Alligator Loki, causing him to collapse. Howard runs and jumps, catching the pin particles, and inadvertently triggers them, causing him to be shrunk into the quantum realm. Howard is thrown out of the quantum realm and lands in 1986. Howard surmises that he'll have to wait around for a bit and come up with a plan. We see a montage of Howard drinking and partying with lots of women through different eras. Cuts to the virus hitting, and we see Howard looking upon his younger self as he and Rocket first met in the Las Vegas casino. We cut back to the present with all Animal Avengers dead. Modoc gleams as no one is left to stand and face him. Suddenly Howard pops up with a gas mask on, the animal variant not affecting him. Howard waves a remote and presses the button. We see a flashback of Howard inserting the cure into the machine. The cure is released across the multiverse. Everyone starts to awaken from their comas. The Avengers also wake up. Howard then presses another button which causes the machine to explode. America Chavez and Rocket wake up and see Howard. A portal opens and Wong appears. America Chavez runs up to him and gives him a hug. Wong then starts to open multiple portals, transporting the Avengers there. America Chavez opens up portals to other realities, allowing the Fantastic Four and the X-Men to come through. They all charge Modoc, and between them, they smash the Mind Infinity Stone on his head. Doctor Strange, Wong, and America Chavez open up multiple portals around Modoc, separating his body across multiple dimensions and killing him. Alligator Loki awakens and realises he is trapped. He sees a shard of the Mind Stone on the floor and eats them up quickly before running away. Howard sits back with a cigar on the hilltop, his mission for the last 30 years now complete. Wong devises a plan to travel the Nexus Point to avoid any reality where Modoc can find them. From there they will jump into Earth 616 and attack Modoc, aiming to use the combined power of Wong and America Chavez to split Modoc's body into multiple realities, therefore killing him. At the same time, Anthony and Goose will find the antidote and use Modoc's retrofitted multiverse travelling device thing to spread the antidote throughout the multiverse, just like Modoc did with the original virus. The team gear up ready to depart when we slow the pace down to have some nice character moments between Lucky and Goose, where Lucky realises this is a different Goose to the one that he knew. Howard and Rocket continue to bicker about who's the team leader. The team depart and begin to navigate the Nexus Point. Anthony also reveals he has some pin particles, which can enlarge things on his belt. Modoc uses his abilities and the Mind Stone to track the Animal Avengers. He discovers they're using the Nexus Point to travel undetected. As the team travel the Nexus Point, Modoc attacks. A CGI chase ensues. Wong, realising they will not make it to Earth 616, stays back to try and hold off Modoc. The rest of the team carry on. Wong fights Modoc. Modoc knocks him off the ridge, falling into the abyss of the Nexus realm. Modoc continues the chase. The team make it to Earth 616. Anthony flies off with Goose to go get help. The rest of the team make it to AIM HQ, where Modoc appears in front of them with his army of people and brags about how he can't be beat. Anthony finds an ant's nest and uses the pin particles to make thousands of ants big. Modoc states that they have already lost, as they only have 30 minutes left until the virus kills everyone across the multiverse. Modoc also reveals his plan to lure them here all along and reveals he had adjusted the virus to attack animals. Modoc gives the order to release the virus when Anthony, with Goose on his back and an army of ants, attack. The team engage and fight Modoc. Anthony and Goose slip off and fly into where the virus is going to be released and kill everyone. they manage to contain the virus, with Goose swallowing it to contain it, killing her in the process. Anthony and a few of his ants then get hold of the antidote and start uploading it to the device. Morris is hit by Modoc's beam and dies. It's a sad moment. Moving on, Alligator Loki fights the foot soldiers. About to be overwhelmed, Alligator Loki sneaks off. Lucky savagely takes out multiple foot soldiers. He sees an opportunity and leaps at Modoc and bites the Mind Stone from his head and runs off with it. Modoc chases after him and kills him using his head beam. Modoc retrieves the Mind Stone and places it back. Frog 4, Howard, Rocket and America Chavez are all that's left standing. Modoc laughs and reveals he has assembled his own team from across the multiverse, which include evil versions of all the animal Avengers. The evil versions attack, and we see America Chavez versus evil America Chavez. We see Howard versus evil Howard. We see Rocket versus evil Rocket, and we see Frog 4 versus evil Frog 4. Modoc realises that Anthony is not present and must be trying to upload the antidote to the device. Anthony is about to set off the device when evil Anthony attacks. Their fight is brutal. Modoc arrives and Anthony is beaten near death. He falls to the floor and realises he has 2 Pym particles left over. The world is back to normal. A monument to the Animal Avengers is erected in memoriam of their great sacrifice in stopping Modoc. Howard admires the statue with a whiskey and a cigar. America Chavez approaches and thanks him for what he did. Howard admits it was actually quite good to be part of a team, and that his lifetime of partying is getting a bit boring, and he no longer wants to be sent to Party World. America Chavez states that the multiverse is infinite, and the possibilities are endless. Howard says he knows where he wants to go. On Earth 10,069, Rocket, Lucky, Morris, Frog 4, Goose, and Anthony are fighting Goat Thanos. They take the Infinity Gauntlet off his hoof, and Frog 4 clicks his fingers. Goat Thanos and his army turn to dust. Out of the dust, Howard walks through and asks if they have any spaces open on their team. Mid-credits scene. Alligator Loki coughs up shattered pieces of the Mind Stone and puts them back together, an evil alligator grin on his face. Post-credits scene. Kang the Conqueror leans over his desk and says that everything is going to plan.
Space Lizard, you are onto something here, mate.
Yeah, I know, man. Not hard work.
Onto something here. And I know between us all, we have spoken about this Animal Avengers and we do like the idea, but I also know that Taters has been harbouring
Why?
pitch.
Why?
Taters.
I've got my little piece of paper that I put together.
Oh, wow, I didn't know. Oh, Tater, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, piece of paper. I've just done a 15-minute fucking video presentation.
It's both sides. It's both sides of an A4.
Both sides. We've got as.
Yeah.
Is this guy for real?
Well,
I must have. Listen, I probably spent a whole 6 minutes writing this. It's like, you know, this is Disney Plus stuff.
And I know, and if anyone knows Disney Plus, it's Taters.
Honestly, this is Disney Plus stuff. I have taken the Animal Avengers, so all the characters that we know, and with the avenging sort of theme, just threw that out the window and just gone a completely different way.
Right, liking it already.
That's it. Think more Dirty Dozen. Think more Dirty Dozen than
Dirty Dozen or the Monkey Dozen.
Yeah, that's it. Dirty half dozen maybe. But let's see.
Let's do less.
Let's go. My pitch. So here we go. Brace yourself.
Go on, Taters.
Right. So we open on Thanos. Okay. He's traveling through portals. He's using Space Stone and Time Stone. Portals. Yeah, he's making portals. You know, like he does with he does his Infinity Gauntlet thing. Yeah. Anyway, he's doing these portals, like little space portals. He works in a top secret branch, right, of the Multiverse Animal Control. Right. So this is that new stuff. This is all new. Right. Anyway, so it's the top secret branch of Animal Control. They're called the Containment of Unlawful, Non-Compliant, and Tactical Species. Right.
Yo, whoa. More editing required.
Yeah, maybe some beeping. But yeah.
I'm not sure. I'll say straight away, I'm loving it, but I'm not sure if Dismal Miners are going to go for that specific aspect of this pitch, but carry on.
If you think of it as like, you know, the Deadpool R rating type.
Oh, no.
I mean, I don't know if they do an R plus.
It's definitely what they are.
Yeah.
At Dismal Minus, but they're going to want to advertise it.
That's fine.
Because there's certainly a bunch of them.
Anyway, right. So we see him. He's staking out a pizza place. All right. He's sitting there watching this pizza place. He makes his first grab. Right. It's lucky. A dog with an eye patch. Like super suspicious. Yeah. You're with me on that.
You think like, who gave him the eye patch? Like,
it doesn't matter.
Who's his owner?
No, that's backstory. We can do that in the prequel. Don't worry.
Damn, wouldn't you?
Shh, we can do that in the prequel. We can cover that. Don't worry.
Prequel.
Anyway, right. So just after he does that, he then goes after his next one, right? So he literally, little Portal, pulls his time, and that Anthony from like Ant-Man, just as he'd get hit with that bullet, Thanos grabs him, takes him away before he gets hit with that bullet.
I like it.
Pinches him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right. His next target is Rocket, but we haven't made Guardians 3 yet, so we've got to wait for that. Otherwise, we could introduce plot holes, and you know, I know they love that, but
Taters, we can't have plot holes, can we?
Not too big.
Dismal Minus will not put up with that.
Yeah, so
they need to follow the canon religiously, and they cannot have plot holes, mate. Well done.
Exactly. So we've got to wait till after Guardians to grab Rocket. That's cool. Right. Anyway, after he's grabbed Rocket, eventually, he then travels all the way back to 1986, and he's going to snatch Howard the Duck. All right. So he grabs Howard just after he's finished banging Leah Thompson.
I was just going to say while he's in bed with her.
Oh, literally. Yeah. Just literally. I think he lets him finish.
That's the moment in time I'd want to go back to.
There we go. Exactly. And ironically, when he takes him, he puts him in an Iron Man suit.
Ooh.
Bit of irony and a bit of past context.
Yeah, and I can put a little card up with that cover of Iron Duck. What was it from the first volume 1?
There we go.
See? Sorry, I had to revert back.
Anyway, this is where the exposition gets a little bit boring. All right, so we
perfect.
Yeah, all we do, we just
are they walking? Is there a bit of walking and talking going on at the moment?
Well, I mean, this is just this is like the Clef Notes. We can add that stuff in later. You know, we can always go desert planet and some walking.
Without that,
at some point we could have someone with a Mac, you know, hiding people.
Love it. But with specifically the deserts, we need deserts.
Yeah,
the same one that Loki landed in.
Yeah,
the same rocks and the same indigenous tribes. Lovely.
That could work.
Beautiful thing, and that links it all in, doesn't it, into the multilingual verse?
Exactly. You've got it. Anyway, right. So we cut back to the cunt's compound. All right, where we get. You can beat that if you need to.
Oh, you do now. We were picked up.
Anyway, we got sort of like we got Morris and Goose and Alligator Loki. They've just sort of like turned up out of the blue and they're there. We don't need to explain that. It's just it's boring.
There's no reason to explain anything really, but anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, Rocket and Howard don't get on. All right, this is going to be a sort of like a match up with these two. They don't get on. They both want to be sort of alpha. All right.
Yeah.
So you know, Howard hits Rocket with some witty remarks, and Rocket uses a toothpick and some of those like plastic stirrer things that you get, and he makes like a laser gun. Yeah. So
I think he's taking this seriously.
Rocket wins that fight.
This is good.
No, it's amazing.
We've listened to your pitch, mate. I mean, in all fairness, if I'm going to be the Alan Sugar here, you know what I mean? Space Lizard, I know you've had promotion and you want to execute taters for insubordination, but we have to listen, don't we?
Keep going then. Keep going.
Thank you. Right. Okay. Anyway, so eventually Rocket, Howard.
I've got a feeling that high up in the air, all of these laser guns are being aimed downwards. They've all been out protecting the Earth. I mean, Space Lizard and his mates have been protecting the Earth at the moment. Yeah. But taters, I've got a feeling that they're all being recalibrated downwards now.
Yeah. Don't worry.
It would be good. I could do
it's not all of them. It's not all of them.
And Go on.
Right. Anyway, right. So I forgot where we was now. Oh yeah, right. So Rocket and Howard didn't get on. They had a bit of a fight. Blah blah blah. Anyway, eventually they sort out the differences and they become gay lovers. You know. So yeah, someone's got to be gay. This is the way forward. Exactly. Yeah. Right. So they plan on escaping. Right. They're sort of like they're going to get all the animals together. They're going to do an escape. Right. They want to go and live on the planet where Thanos lived, after he done the blip. After he done the blip, and at the end of Endgame, they're going to go, that's it. They want to live there, so they need their escape plan, right? So anyway, we have scenes in front of a whiteboard. So I imagine we've got like a little montage going on. They're outlining their plans, how each animal is involved, still not 100% where we get a whiteboard from. We might have to try and put that in. So I don't know. We'll figure that. That's fine. It's easy.
That's special effects department.
No one will probably notice anyway. We'll just do it.
No. Yeah. I mean, they've got a very, very good. Come on, they've got a very, very good special effects department that sort out the CGI and She-Hulk.
That's who done my computer. That literally. I got that team to do this, and look what happened.
It says that explains a lot.
I thought, they didn't do too bad. I thought, anyway, we're sort of segueing off. Right, anyway, back to the pitch. Right, so Rocket realises Alligator Loki is a bit of a dick, all right? So he's sort of like, why they're sort of showering. They have a bit of a disagreement, and then we cut to Howard's new boots, all right? Nice alligator skin. He loves them. He loves them. So we have our romance scene as well. Rocket and Howard, they sort of, however, ducks and
he's still in the crocodile boots, like
he's got his crocodile boots on. Why? Yeah, why not? He's like, he's got his nice crocodile. Anyway, right. So the night of the escape, Rocket and Howard are ready to go. We get some sort of real tense music going. Something that's really sort of, I don't know. I'm not a music man.
Music for Kenobi to sort this shit out. Yeah.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. So anyway, get the real tense music, and then it all kicks off, right? Yeah. And they both get caught immediately because none of the other animals speak English, and no one didn't have a fucking clue what was going on. So, end credits.
Superb.
See?
What?
And right at the end of the credits, we're going to have the sequel trailer. We need a sequel.
Class.
What the fuck do you mean, class?
I'm tight.
That's two sides of A4.
Look, Spaces, that's two sides of A4 paper, mate.
Right, there's two cannons now aimed at you. Fucking hell. What the fuck? I've just done a 15-minute fucking presentation about character arcs and fucking turning points and midpoints and shit like that, and structuring a proper fucking story, and you're going with that dirty, rotten, potato-headed twat.
Yeah, but listen, if you were going to put it somewhere good,
I'm not Kevin Feige.
Well, you're the one saying his one's better.
Yeah,
you might as well be. You might as well be.
Collaboration here.
How can I collaborate with that? What can I use with that?
The crocodile skin boots.
I
mean, come on, Spaces. You didn't come up, and you've got scaly skin. I thought you might have thought about that before.
Well, to be fair, I was going to try and cameo as well in one of the CGI bits.
I think you look good as a pair of boots. I think you look good as a pair of boots.
At least Taters didn't do that.
What?
Because he knows they can't CGI him.
Well, they need to CGI me. I'll just pop down. Everyone just thinks I'm a special effect.
Yeah, I know, but that's why Taters didn't go there, because they know that Dismal Miners can't CGI that.
They can't CGI a lot of stuff.
Everyone does.
Right, so cards on the table. You're taking us to Disney. Which one are you taking?
God, I don't know. It's tough, man, and it's difficult.
How's it tough?
It's not tough.
Well, I feel like what was his name? What was the Irish fellow on X Factor who goes, "Oh, this is a tough decision to make."
Oh, Louis Walsh.
Louis, yeah. You remind me of a young. Everything was you remind me of a young son. and when it comes to voting someone off they'd all go, the whole panel would go, oh, this is the toughest decision I've ever had to make in my life. And you know they're going to vote off the shitter. There's an obvious shitter, but they're going, oh, it's between the two of you now. One of you can sing, one of you's useless, but I don't know who to choose.
So what's your choice?
Go with the singer.
No, I think we've got Space Lizard Series 1 and Taters Series 2. How about that?
I've done everything Dismal Minus does.
I know, and
I've taken all the characters and I've completely scrapped everything we know.
I've not disavowed either of you, but I'm
to be fair,
greenlighting. Series 1 isn't even greenlit, and I'm greenlighting Series 2.
Do that.
To be fair, the good thing is if we do minus Series 1, it'll probably get cancelled after Series 1 anyway.
I don't think it'll get greenlit. I think I'm okay in it. But
so we've got to get past the pilot.
Yeah. So to be fair, like it could be it makes sense for my one to be a series, but I think again formatting issues with Disney. I think it needs to be an hour and a half movie, all tied in.
Hour and a half.
Yeah, hour and a half movie, man.
Nice. I'd like to see a nice 85-minute film.
Yeah, I think that's how it needs to be.
With 10 minutes Marvel scroll at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, if it's going to be a feature film now, I mean, I don't know. I know what the TV shows are doing, credit-wise. But wow, a feature film has got to be 20 minutes of credits now, isn't it?
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, about that. About that.
I mean, imagine making a film at Dismal at the moment. How many hairdressers you need for a start?
What, you personally?
You don't need many.
Not me in the director's chair, darling. I do me.
So in all seriousness, okay, so you're trying to sit on the fence, you're trying to be diplomatic. But all seriousness, we need to take one united front pitch to Disney to get this sorted. Which one?
We've got to go with the cunts, I think.
You absolute prickly prick.
He's gone, Brian. He's gone. Oh.
Right. Before
Liz. Where is he?
Armageddon hits the Earth, we better just tell each other I love you, and we better say farewell to our nearest and dearest, because I think he's going to unleash alien Armageddon.
Yeah.
On the Earth.
Yeah.
But that was a good pitch.
He's come back. He's come back. Here we go. See, I put the background up. He come back.
You're a prick.
Hello.
Have you decided to save Earth?
Went off in a sulk, man. But yeah, it's fine.
We gathered.
Are you over?
That's all right. You're allowed.
Your status is above. No,
that's a good point. That's a good.
What I'm going to take henceforth to Dismal on a little silver platter. I'm going to dress as a woman, put a bit of face paint on. It's going to be Series 1 and Series 2.
Okay. If so, yeah. Okay. Just ruined it, but yeah, fine.
I'll tell you what we could do. We could do a little bit like Quentin Tarantino, and we could do a little bit like Quentin Tarantino. We could take a scene. We could take a scene from the Space Lizard version, a scene from mine, and then just run them sort of like all over the place.
And just do loads of talky.
And none of it would make any sense, and it would be perfect.
Whatever.
On that note, before we incite any more alien hatred,
it's just racism.
I think let's part as friends. Interracial, interspecies,
interplanetary.
And I will update you via the intermail on what Feige says. I'll pass on the pitches.
Do that.
Yeah, you do it. You do it.
Just tell him.
I really like that, Space Lizard.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry.
Don't take it on the whole human race. Only vegetable life. only target vegetation. Yeah. Humanity.
Okay.
Deal?
That's fine. Yeah, deal. It's fine. It is what it is.
Got away with that.